about my grandfather, Brian Elliott Dalton Sr. How are you doing today?
Fine, how are you?
Well, I'm going to ask you some questions the viewers have been dying to know. When were you born?
I was born March 14th, 1954.
Any personal events in your life?
Yes, the birth of my first child in 1977, the birth of my twins in 1981, and the birth of my oldest child in 1984. My grandson's birth, your brother, your birth, and my granddaughter Kimberly's birth.
My cousin.
Your cousin.
What were the primary ways people communicated with each other? And found out about what was going on in their community and the world.
Most of it was word of mouth.
Word of mouth?
Yes, you had to talk to each other and telephones, but we didn't have cell phones like you guys have cell phones. We had house phones.
I've seen a house phone. Very
Yes.
different.
It is very different.
Next question. What time did you get married?
1976.
Who did you marry?
Dixie Walker.
Next. How was your education and graduations?
Education, I went to Miss Libby's kindergarten.
Miss Libby's kindergarten?
Yes, in Salisbury, North Carolina. Then that was in 1959. Then I went to Monroe Street School, elementary school, from 1960 to 1966. Then I went to Knox Junior High School from 1966 till 1969. Then I went to Salisbury Boarding High School from 1970 until 1972. Then I went to Western Carolina University.
Where did you grow up?
I grew up in Salisbury, North Carolina.
What was the music back then?
The music was rhythm and blues.
Got you. What TV show did you watch?
TV shows, well, we were the only family on the block with a with a television, so the whole neighborhood had to come to our house to watch TV.
You were the only people who had TVs?
Yes, not very many people had televisions in 1959.
You lucky.
Yes, we were lucky.
What is your favorite movie?
Westerns, Cisco.
So, what was going on in the world at that time?
What was going on in the world? Well, someone landed on the moon at that time. And there was a war going on at that time. That's when the Vietnam War was going on at that time.
I was just about to ask you what kind of war was going on.
It was the Vietnam War.
How is that different today?
How is it different today? Well, today everybody has a cell phone. When I was young, we weren't allowed to use the phone except on special occasions. I actually was not even allowed to answer the phone until I was 16 years old.
Wow.
Because it cost a lot of money.
Tragic.
It was
Very
tragic.
Okay. Anywho, compare and contrast the type of technology you had to what we have now.
The cell phones. You have the internet now. And back when I was growing up, we had to actually go to the library.
The library?
Yes, the library. We had to go and read books. We couldn't just type on the computer and find out information. We had to go to the library and check out books and read books to find out what we wanted to know.
What were your biggest changes you see in today's world?
In today's world, everything is closer and information is so much easier to get. And the world is smaller.
Smaller?
Yes, we have better airplanes and better cars, so it takes you longer.
So do you mean it's like an advanced civilization or something?
It's quite a bit advanced from when I grew up, yes.
How was your culture impacted your community in a positive way?
In a positive way, because my culture, we were all like a family together. Like I say, to watch television, everybody had to go to one house to watch television. Oftentimes, everybody didn't have a phone, so we had to go to each other's house to use a phone.
Who were some historical figures and or what are some historical events that influenced your community or your society?
Me, my society, personally, it was actually your great-grandfather that influenced me the most, because I had a summer job riding on a truck, and I went to Elkin, North Carolina, and I saw your great-grandfather. He was a policeman, and that's what it kind of changed my life, and that's what I decided, that's what I wanted to do.
Any historical figures like Martin Luther King or Malcolm X or something?
Martin Luther King and Malcolm X, because they actually changed the way society thought.
Any words you have to say to people out there?
Any words that I have to say?
Mm-hmm.
I would like to say, live together.
Live together.
Yes.
Well, that's it, folks.
Like happiness.